Hello, welcome back to Hands and Bands. I'm Elisha. I am a prop money millionaire. Born and raised on the playgrounds where I spend most of my days. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a budgeter, single mom, teacher, cash stuffing, budgeting, human. Today, I wanted to go through and show you something special. I unboxed something recently from Budget with Emmy. She has created these binder challenges. I know Erica at Black and Blue has one, and I wanted something similar, but I wanted to be able to basically build my own binder. And as always, if anyone has an Etsy shop or is a creator, if there's something you want and you don't see it already created or on their website or Etsy, reach out, because that's what I did. And I'm like, hey, I like that, but I just want mine to be a binder. I want to be able to customize it myself. And so basically that's what I have now. And she made this for me. And this is my Build a Binder set. I wanted 15 total, and I needed 10 one color and 5 another. The way I'm going to work it is, so when I open it this way, first you get a little dashboard, right? Like a cover. And then you get your envelopes, and there's vellum. So I chose this gold color. I do want this to be the front of mine, and then the back will be the clear. So when I look at my trackers, also from Budget with Emmy, they look like that. I can see them clearly. And the money will go up front. Let's find some money. Let's find some money, because my money just be out here like, show me off, lady. So we would do something like this, and that's how mine would look. Okay. And so today I want to go through and put on the labels I created and kind of customize it with you. So let's do that. So first, again, you get a front cover, you get a back cover, you get these clips, and then you get these bands to hold it all together. Okay, these are hands, these are bands. Not just kidding. And so I want mine to be able to, when I open it this direction, it's my summer bills, like my summertime that I've been saving for because I'm a teacher. I don't get paid during the summer. I do have an amount that is given to me at the end of my contract year, which is end of May. I have an amount taken out of every paycheck, so I would receive that balance of contract intentionally. I do that so I will have that money already given to me. I also save throughout the year just so I can make sure I have enough cushion to lead me into the first few months, because we don't get paid right away. It takes a while for us to get a first full paycheck, like a month. And so, yeah, it's a struggle. So if you're new to the profession, every district is a little bit different. Every state is a little different. I know some of us teachers get paid once a month out there. And so that's also another thing. Some don't get paid during the summer at all. Some get a paycheck all year, and they automatically do that. That was my first district, and I loved it. Like, I got a paycheck all year round until the end of the summer. And so I didn't have to take anything out. It was already like given to me that way, where now I have to budget this lump sum I'm given. And so that can be a challenge for some people. But anyway, so my plan is to use this for those savings that I am planning for, which I already have designated the categories. And then for the other half, when I open it this way, I want it to be, again, I want the vellum to be here, so I'm going to flip these around. This is going to be my travel, my summer travel plans. So it's basically my whole little summer goals here, but I want them to be together. So first thing, let's open this up. And I opened this earlier just to kind of test it and have to you have to kind of like push pull so that you kind of get it over the other part. I'll push down on this side, pull up on the other side to open it up. And the same thing with this bottom one. And I'm just going to flip the blue ones around so that when I flip the entire binder over, I get that same vellum on the front and clear on the back. So we're just going to pull these blue ones out. Should only be 5. Oh, that's mine. I'm like, what? That's the case, the cover. 5. There we go. So then I'm going to flip them over and put them back on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yes, free. I'm taking things apart again. I need you just to accept what I do, okay? I already know you. Here she goes again. Yes, yes. have to do it because it's March Hot Mess. Okay, so here we go. Put those back together. And that's very simple. Simple enough for me at least. Okay, those are all clicked together. Okay, now I've already designed and cut on the Cricut different images I want to do. So for this one, I want this one to say summer on it, and the other is going to say road trip because that is the trip we're taking. It's a road trip. So this color is going to be this gold on the cover. It's like a sun, and then we're going to use white, cool whip. We're going to use a road trip. If you don't have a Cricut, so vinyl is very amazing and it's very annoying at the same time. I had to measure out what I wanted based on the size of these, and I believe she now has like a standard size. Before she was offering 2 different sizes, so I think it's just a tad smaller than this one. She had like a smaller one and then this big one, and so the happy medium was right in the middle, just to make her life easier. These things, look, I don't know if you've ever made an envelope, but these are not something that takes just a second, especially when you're building multiple ones, and some of you were ordering like 100 envelopes. Ooh, wait, well, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me stuffing them, couldn't be me making them, but you know, do what you do. This is just a piece of vinyl that has nothing on it, so I'm going to put that in my scrap drawer. I keep a scrap of different colors. Black goes in one, and the other drawer has just a bunch of different colors. I'm going to have another piece right here. I try to save all the vinyl I can because sometimes you have projects that just need a little piece, and then you have it. So don't throw away your vinyl. All right, unless you're just rich out here, and then tell me your secrets. And show me your soul. Okay, sorry. I got a little dark again. Okay, I know you can't see these yet, but I will show you how I transfer them on and you'll see the design. We're gonna layer a few things. And so I guess this is also a tutorial. And somehow this turned into a tutorial. Okay, so here's the one that says road trip. And I like to take off as much of the excess as I can just to make it easier when I'm weeding. So let's pull all that off. And again, I'm going to just throw this in my drawer and it will do what it do. I'm scared to get too close. Okay, I think we're good. I really don't throw away any vinyl. It has to be very, very scrappy for me to throw it away. Okay, so this little sun will go here. I'll eyeball it. And then I've got the word road trip. That'll go here. But before I put the word road trip on, I also have, no, this isn't road trip. Oh, we're on road trip. Look at me. I'm doing the wrong one. We're gonna have to skip over the road trip then, because that's what I thought I was doing. Road trip gets this little earth with a car on it. I cut out all the wrong ones right now. Okay. So since we did, we're gonna just stick with that. Okay. Oh, hot mess. No edits. So I got this little car, which I put in as the O for the word road trip. And because I'm layering, this would need to go first, right? And then my word road trip. And then I've got one more word that says road trip, but in cursive that I'm gonna lay over all of it in silver, right? Right. This is the main one I want you to see. The rest will just be simple, me putting on the other labels, and I can fast forward that. But I want you to see how this works with the layering. You gotta go from bottom up. You can't put on the first word that you want over all of it first, and you can't really layer it together on the transfer tape. So you gotta kind of plan it out a little bit. I am gonna throw this away though. All right. So now I have a friend who doesn't like, she doesn't like using this transfer paper. Her name rhymes with Jimmy. It's Emmy. I love this stuff. She uses masking tape, which we just gonna have to agree to disagree on that, because this is what I'm using. It's my favorite. So what I do is I take this transfer tape. Oh, be nice if okay, so I will say this. Sometimes with little tiny images like this, I won't weed first. I will stick it on the transfer tape first, and then weed from the transfer tape, just because there's so many little things that I don't want to lose. So I'm going to do it that way for this, but for everything else, I would weed first and then put the transfer paper on, the transfer tape. So let's put this on. This way I'm not going to lose the little bit of tiny bits that I might if I were to do it the opposite way. Go. So I've got this Cricut one. I got this one from, I think, the dollar store. And they're tools to help you make sure you don't lose any. Okay, so now I'm going to weed this off. Basically, I'm going to pull off. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Come on. It doesn't want to work with me. It wants to be against me. There we go. Okay. I'm just pushing down on the areas that are trying to lift up with this backing. Like that little tiny wheel that I would have lost any other way. Okay, nothing came up with it. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pull off this extra that I don't need. And so you wanna start out and work in so you don't pull off the wrong things. Like this piece I don't need. And it's a little harder when you're going this direction with the sticky, because you got sticky that you're pulling off, and then you also have sticky that you're pulling off from. So just be mindful of that when you're pulling. Y'all, see what I'm saying? I would have been a long time pulling and trying to deal with that. So that's just how I do it. Do it your way. I just have to take off these little doors right here now. I don't have to, but I want to. And then this one. Now you see why some people charge you a little bit more for some of the tedious work. And that's why, because it does take some time. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this little piece off too. Yep, got it. And now do I want to go ahead and go for the wheels? I have like little holes in the wheels. I might leave those in there. I don't want to press my luck, guys. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to leave them. I'm not even going to go that route. Okay. So we're working strictly with this cover. Remember, we're working from the very bottom layer to the top. You can reuse this transfer paper too. Now, for me, I need to see this word road trip because I'm using this. It's gonna get tricky because I do kind of want this to go first, only because I need to see where that letter is going to be. So this is just weeding regular, taking off. See the difference? It's all together. The cut is bigger. I don't have to do as much tiny weeding. Just a few little spacings. I know it has those really cool little things they put on their hand to hold to get the little bits, but I just go like this because that's what I do. Looks like there should be one right there, but then it kind of looks like there isn't one. Yes, there's one. There we go. Okay. So we've got the word road trip. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the word road trip in first. Same process. I might speed through, I might not. Oh, I just want. I was walking the other day to my classroom after a meeting, and I had to sub a class earlier that week, and a student from that class I subbed, I don't have him normally, he was walking by, and he recognized me, and he was like, Miss, can I ask you a question? I was like, sure. He said, I just want to know, so do we talk about Bruno or no? And I just died laughing because we had a whole conversation in that class about a sibling of his and him asking him the same thing, like, do we talk about Bruno? And the kid was like, I don't know. And little brother got mad at him for not knowing the answer. Okay. But I told the kid, I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We never talk about him. He's like, okay, I was just making sure. Okay. I think we're good now. Let's put this on. So again, this is the cover. So it's going to be right here. In case you were wondering. I'm going to be able to see the separation. There we go. Okay. So let's put this. Oh, this is the part that always gets me, guys. I'm gonna put it like, I guess we're gonna go right there. We're gonna commit to that. We're gonna commit to that. Okay. I told you, you can reuse this transfer tape. So I'm gonna put it. Now I don't reuse when I'm selling vinyl, but at home I have a drawer just for my own personal vinyl use, and I just put it back on here, and we'll use it for more of the words in a minute until it becomes, you know, no more sticky, and then we just get rid of it. Now I can put the O on, only because I want to make sure I put this right where I want it, you know, right in that space the way I planned it in Cricut Design Space. Careful when you are laying that sticky on top of other parts you've already done. So okay, look at that. And then lastly, I want to add this word. And it also says road trip, but like in a cursive, I'm going to put it right on top of all of it. If you weed and do things differently, great. Share your tips, because I'm always willing to learn. This is what has been working for me. And so it's what I do. I'm going to make it do what it do, baby. Oh no! I thought I had a, I thought it had one there. Okay. Okay, and then right across the top, in the center-ish, we're going to put road trip. So if you're ever wondering how people did that layering, this is what they do, or something close to this. I don't want to make the white come up, so I'm going to try not to push too much on the transfer tape. Oops. Stay down, little eye. I press a little, but I just don't want to lift anything else. Sit down. Yeah, we did it. I love it. Some of that sticker is still on my... I love it. So this is how it looks. Oh, look at how that looks with the color. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Look at that. Now, I don't make envelopes. I don't know if Emmy sells vinyl. Like, we are two peas in one pod. Like, I'm all about the vinyl life, but I do not make the envelopes. I love it. I've got my own little air bubble problem. It's my own issue, but yes. And then I'm just going to add these different words and speed you through, and then we'll do, actually I'm going to do the other cover, and then I'll do all the lettering and come back. Yeah, so the other cover. So now we're going to flip it over and do the one that is for summer. So now we're going to do this one. This one shouldn't be as bad. I don't think so. So I start from the outside. I got that little hack from that Cricut Design Hacks. If you work from the outside in, then you don't accidentally get the wrong section of weeding. I've done that before in the past. I'm weeding and I try to start somewhere else and I'm like, oh, I wasn't supposed to weed that part out. Okay. Same transfer tape, and use it again. I buy this transfer tape on a big giant roll from Amazon. It is my favorite transfer tape. I've used others and I don't like them. Like some just don't stick at all. Find a happy medium, middle-ish. I'm just gonna go like right here. And then put some words over here. Oh, this one just says summer. Okay. I think it's really pretty. I did not use the same font that I used for this one. For this one word, this was like a Cricut Design Space pre-made thing. But then I used like a different font that was what I thought complementary to it. Trying to make sure I got all the weeding of the little tiny places first. Okay, the rest should come out together. Keyword is should. I missed one. One big one. Right here. There we go. Summer! Left it pretty generic, because like I mean summer bills or summer, if I ever want to use this for something else. You can peel these off and reuse these. I normally, when I make my own, I laminate my, get that on on there. I laminate my vinyl to my envelopes, but I know Emmy taught me that she does not, because she likes to reuse hers, which is cool. I don't really reuse mine, not gonna lie. I just get some new ones. I seem to circle back to them, so I just put them away and come back to them later. But this is pretty cool, especially if you're gonna spend like money on a kit like this. You might want to be able to reuse them. And yes, I paid for my set. I like to say that because I don't want people thinking like, oh, she just sent that to her because they're friends, and then she's new. Like, she probably would have if I was like, Amy, can I get one of those? That's how Amy is. But no, like, I know her time is very valuable, like all of our time is, and so I pay for everything that I order from her because I want to support my friend. Okay. I gotta hold my breath. I don't want to mess up. Drip, drip, drip. That's the pressure. Okay. I like it. I really do, actually. I love it! Now, if you use Cricut Design Space, go ahead and change up your colors and your views and do some different designs in there before you start cutting. Try to find the color that you're thinking about layering together so you can see how it's going to look. You can use the slice tool and slice out sections and layer them, and I mean, gosh, the possibilities are endless. That's how it looks. Get your life. I get your life on my summertime and my road trip, and it's all together in one binder. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through and add the rest of the labels and then just fast forward through because we're already at like 30 minutes. I'm gonna cut some stuff out. All right, all done. Ended up stopping because it was taking a lot longer than I wanted to be on camera for, like for the filming portion, to try to fast forward, so I just cut it out. So it's all done. This is it. So we've got road trip. I love it, love it, love it. So hotel, gas and parking, activities, food, buffer, because sometimes there are things that I don't budget for originally. And there's also, we do a lot of buying things before we go. Usually that's the start of our summer stuff, and so I've got to get new bathing suits for the year and all kind of little things, and so that's where I'm going to put all of that kind of stuff, so in the buffer. And then if we flip it over, we've got summer, see, bills, oh come on, groceries, gas, Carl, my dog, home need, fun, unbudgeted. And so I will have an amount in here for the summer for things that I didn't have another category for to start with. Allowance for the kids. They still need to get paid. You know what I mean? They gotta do their job too. Do your little job. Investments, because I still need to be making money and having money work for me. I need to be a boss. I need to be over here like owning stocks and owning companies. Rollover, anything. I'm gonna have it. I already budgeted out what I need for the 3 months, right? And so anything after that month is over that I didn't use, I just want to roll it over into this so I can see what's extra for after the summer is over. And that's it. That is my build a binder that I got from Budget with Emmy. Again, she makes the binders. I made my own vinyl and created this so I could have it for my road trip, my summer life, paying for my summer bills and budgeting out for summer, and then my road trip with the kiddos. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Have a good one. Bye.